Alright, guys, hold on. Okay. But I'm doing YouTube. Okay. Oh, I got a headache. I got a headache, but I just took some Motrin. What was I gonna do? Oh, I need my coffee. I need my coffee. And then I need this. Alright, love you. Love you more. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna do. Put that there in case Grandpa comes down. Hey, Pumpkin. Watch me some videos to how to connect 2 cameras live on YouTube. But I'm not tech savvy. Love you. What is that, a freaking nail? It's a nail. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm getting there. Oh my goodness. My hair's really high on my head. Oh. Okay. And you're crooked. And you're crooked. Now you're just gonna be crooked the other way. Okay. Oh, fuck. Gonna break my back. Go break my back. Okay. What are these, like extra long fucking curtains? Jeez. Okay. I'm getting there. I told everybody 11. I'm early. No, I'm not. Oh my god, I fucking left my coffee over there. Hey, buddy. What? Can you come here real quick? What? Can you come help me real quick? I can't even hear you. I'm coming. I can't hear you. I'm coming. It's gonna be like, seriously, Mom? What? Can you just hear me my coffee? I know. I got a headache. Back's rocking. I appreciate it. Thanks, bud. He was not impressed. He was not impressed with his mother. I feel like I wanted that, but I guess I don't need it right this second. I never even cleaned this tape. I need a fucking lighter. He's gonna kill me. Do I got a lighter over here? No. Okay. If you're just popping on, I'm 4 minutes in. I'm just gonna get some information on the South Node. Always look for the timestamp, okay? I'm not gonna start it until my headache goes away. I just took some Motrin. So let's peek into the South Node. I know it's in Scorpio. I'm just trying to I still want to do that mask thing. Oh, I didn't figure out the 2-camera thing. I got too much of a headache for that shit right now. Oh, does Mercury go direct today? That's cool. Yeah, Mercury goes direct. Yes, as of yesterday. So that's good. On the North Node videos, I think that went to the 14th. So we don't need to peek into that yet. All right, these are way farther out. So that's Hey, just give me a second. I'm not starting. You guys can just chat. I gotta get this headache away first. I almost wonder if think all but one. Well, by now they probably all are, yeah. No, I didn't get it done. No. I just, like, the headache got worse and worse and worse. Wonder if I should just do 11. When does the South Node go into Scorpio? Enter into Scorpio. The 18th. The true node shift happens on January 18th. So it already technically. See, we've been dealing with past life, I think, for like 6 months. I was just saying that the other day to somebody. It's been on the board for like 6 months, right? So when the South Node is about past life, okay? So let me find something that I screenshotted the other day. It's like your past life karma, you know what I mean? I'll explain it more in a second. Just trying to find. Currently, North Node is in Taurus, South Node Destiny, where it begins the 18th. It will continue for 18 months. So the South Node in your birth chart denotes the challenges you've learned and overcome in the past, right? So basically, it's like you're learning. You've been like, see, I don't even like feel the need to explain that right now. So maybe I don't want to work on the South Node. But the South Node indicates themes of past history in our current lives and the lives that came before us in our past life karma, right? So it's like a lot of us when we went into the North Node started clearing the karma. Some people don't want to face their karma, okay? So they're not going to have a choice when it goes south. It's going to be even harder for them. It's like challenges you've already learned and overcome in a past life, but it's like being tested again. So it's a lot. Because the South Node, guys, really is all about past life karma. What you've learned here. So see, there's so much like explaining. I don't know if I honestly have that in me right now. I know that sounds shitty. So it's raining men, hallelujah, it's raining men. was hoping I had a lighter in there. I was hoping I had a lighter in there. Yeah, I've had a headache off and on though for like 2 months. It's ridiculous. Strong this morning though. Been stronger the last few days too. Could just be the shift, but. I really don't know what to do. Because it's going to bring on all sorts of past life shit. All right, so let's look at what type of karma. Well, everyone's karma is going to be a little different, right? But how can I look at it like there's going to be different cycles, right? So if yours is like giving or I wonder how I can break that down. Because Spirit's kind of showing me like it's an 18th month period, right? So say you took like every 3 months. And it's depending on where the planets are astrologically, like here. And then compared to like your chart where you're dealing with. Some of you might even be dealing with a couple different types of karma at one time. I want to say in the last 6 months for sure, 4 months for sure, we're reading heavily on past life. So you should currently already know what type of karma is coming your way if you haven't let it go yet. That's a big part because you have to get to the next, not the next deacon, you got to get to the next pinnacle. So, next pinnacle of your life. So, I'm seeing like maps in my head, but I don't know what they are. So, a lot of things that you've done in a past life too that are older, like you haven't done in this lifetime, those gifts might come out. I keep going on and off buffer. Am I buffering for anyone else? No. Just saw a dead leaf. Oh, and you died. Well, you weren't supposed to grow back. I cut that one. So would that be 8? No, that wouldn't be 8. That would be, and that's even if I'm right, because I don't even know. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 divided by 3, 6. I keep getting... So I wonder, so if there's 6, so in 18 months, there's 6 different things is what like I'm kind of getting that's going to be stirred up and around. But don't quote me because that's just what's in my head right now. Don't ask me why. So let me see if I can Google. Is there certain cycles within the South Node shifts of certain types of karma? I guess it depends on where the planets are placed. It can tell us what we're looking at. But that seems like a lot of work. Maybe 18 months, it's always changing, right? So it's all past lifetimes. It's like, oh, Mingya. Okay, so it's changing every 18 months. So you're dealing with, so does that mean you could be dealing with the same thing for 18 months? I don't think so, because they're breaking it down like every 2 to 3 months, which would leave you with 6 things if it was every 3. Unless they're just having me break it down every 3 months. So maybe they want me to start working with nodes. Nodes are huge in your charts. Oh, yes, that makes sense. At the end of this, I have that's Libra 2022. Scorpio. This was linked to your nodes. And this is these will be your lessons. See, this makes sense. So that's how that totally makes sense why I just saw that map in my head, to be honest with you. Okay. There's Leo. That's Leo too. Okay. So if I have 12, I have 12 zodiacs, areas, lessons, social life. Okay. If I have 12 and it's an 18-month period, hold on. Wow, that makes sense why I printed this off. Okay. 1 out of 33. Hold on. 21 out of 33, 27 out of 33. That's part of my chart. I don't want this. I don't want to get my chart confused with yours. Oh, 32, 33. Oh, look at that. I already had it. Well, you can't really see what I'm doing, but I already had it separated. Like something didn't look right. So, but I had to double check. So I don't want to get my chart. I got to separate my chart. Well, I'll put it this way. My chart was separated, but then the clip fell off. So this is going to be with the south nodes. Yeah, north, guys. We're still working in the north, okay? So that doesn't stop either. So, all right. I don't want to forget what I'm saying. So now I gotta do some math. So, wow, I'm really surprised I printed these off without even knowing what I was gonna do, but that makes sense. Gotta love fucking spirit, guys. And I'm telling you, go to this cafe, Astrology. You guys will love it. I did the basics, right? This is what I printed off for you without even realizing. I mean, I knew I was going to start doing transits and stuff, but these are like destined to expand, right? Going into the south node. But what I printed off for you guys is like areas of expansion, right? So, for instance, if you're Taurus in 2022, what you're destined to expand and grow, for example, is friendships, community, business, income, associates, dreams, happiness, goals, spirituality, privacy, mental, and emotional wellness. Okay. And then there's dates, like say from May 10th to October 28th. You're going to be connecting with others, your associations, your friends, and things will grow then, right? The influence already started in 2021, but it's going to continue all through 2022 because some of you right now, if you've got a lot of Taurus in your chart, this is like every 12 years. So I'll have to find out what year we're in. And I said this months and months ago, that we were stepping out of, some of you was an 8-year and some of you was a 12-year. So Taurus was a 12. Okay. So you kind of started what this is telling me, you kind of started year 1 in 2021 going into 2022. Then, so you're now going, you probably got like an 11 and a half more years, right? So the cycles are going to switch, but I have the exact dates. Okay. Like the exact dates for when you're going to be tested with the career or your life path, certain stuff like that. I have that. What I wanted real quick though. Yeah, see, some of you guys started this in 2020, but it depends on if you were an 8-year cycle or a 12-year cycle. All of us were one of them. It's just, you really didn't know unless you knew your chart. I was looking for, I saw it. Where did it go? Did I leave it in that pile? It's gonna drive me apeshit. I think it's in the folder. $27 out of 33. What's this? 1 out of 1, 1 out of 1. I could have sworn I just saw something with the South Node and North Node, and it was highlighted, and it was right next to those. And I was like, yep, that's why that makes sense. But this is my chart, Ascendant Scorpio. Like, this is my chart. So where did that page just go? It's like it disappeared. Mercury in Cancer. Moon in the second house. Like, the fuck? This is mine. That should be paper clipped. That's good for us to know there. This is paper clipped. What's this? I wanted to do those for you too. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to keep that out. I want to keep this out. I want to keep this out. Oh, good. My headache's starting to go away. This is mine. This is mine. Ascendant Scorpio. Okay, so this is all me, right? Me. Okay. All right, that's me. Now all these other, I still got a whole bunch. These have to be for you because I was going crazy one week before I even decided to do transits. Okay, Aries, Virgo. Okay, that's you guys. Keeping that out for you. You know what? I'll keep this folder for you. I'll put my stuff over here real quick because I found my book of astrology. Found it. So I'll actually put that in with my life path folder. So I don't have to do this with you guys again. I mean, I know you guys don't mind if you're bored, you would pop off. You know, I'll timestamp the read. Everybody else that don't like it can fuck off. This is the Courtney show, okay? We hang out. This book's awesome too. But this book, best book ever. And I found it. The only astrology book you ever need. So here's my life's path, okay? I'm a person number 5. It's huge, guys. This is the best $100 I've ever spent, ever. Okay. Now, so this is you guys. my books right here for a minute. This is you guys too, right? Yes. I was looking for the nodes. Hold on, me. Absolutely fucking not. Crazy chick. You crazy bitch. No, not you. Oh, still ringing. Good morning. I'm on YouTube. Say hi to everybody. Hey. Hey, everybody. I'm not driving anytime soon. It's a sheet of ice. If Kim wants... No, sorry. I gotta get my prescriptions later. But the storm warning is until like 7 tonight. I didn't plan on going anywhere. Is Kim working? When she ventures out to get a coffee, she might get you. Give her a call. Love you, bye. You crazy bitch. Fuck that. I just saw something on nodes though. There must have been something personal in mine. But I feel like the message was for you guys. That's what's throwing me. Oh, all this paperwork. I feel like I'm going to have to get myself one of those little things I used to do. Little pink pads of little, can't even think about it when I used to do office work. Instead of licking my damn fingers. Okay, this is you guys. I know this is mine, but there's got to be something I just fucking saw. And it was just nodes and south. Let me just flip this so. I need a sponge. It's gonna drive me apeshit because that's what's like, oh yeah, that's what made me do this. Remember? Fuck so good, you're on top of this, you crazy bitch. Alright, so that's no longer. The guys, I don't know how it just disappeared. It's got to be in the folder that I'm separating, I guess. Fuck so good, you're on top of this, you crazy bitch. All right. This I wanted for you guys too. That's you guys too. What's this that I sectioned off? Oh, yep, this is the Venus. Venus and Mars. If a woman's Mars is in Aries, if a woman's Mars is in Taurus, because I wanted to do Mars readings that I haven't gotten to yet. So this is interesting. That has to do with the sexual side of things that I printed off for you guys. This is you guys. So I have this mapped, but what's this? 1 out of 2. Where's page 1? There's page 2. There's page 1. He favors these kind of activities. Okay, this is the sexual thing. So this has to be attached to this. Okay. It's so weird. Like it tells you how to please women and men in certain months with certain transits and what they like, but they don't want to tell you they like. It's the stuff that it's like, wow. All right, so Saturn in Aquarius. When does that happen? Jupiter in Pisces. Oh, I have all those dates right here. So maybe we should do I feel like Saturn's already in Aquarius. Page 1 out of 7, love and relationships. So I gotta find read on Astro Key events. Well, on all my little charts, I have to have one of those. Oh, say Mars in retrograde in Gemini. October 22, January something. Why is there no date for this one? But from October 28th to December 20th, briefly last year with Jupiter in Pisces, and then it goes again next week. See, this is, it's weird. And those were all Venus retrogrades with the sexual energy. January 8th, December. Breakups. This all has to do with those were love trends, and then I got business trends because I wanted to do love, business, and health, right? So this looks like Venus things. I can't believe I don't know where that North Node thing. All right, let me flip it this way. I already went through these. I gotta go through these. And then I'll situate you guys. January 14, 2022. Mercury stations retrograde. But it goes direct. Yes, it went direct yesterday. I mean, yeah, it went direct February 3rd. It's in Capricorn. Then February 24th, it goes into the retro zone again because it happens 4 times a year. These ones happen to be closer together than they were last year. So maybe I should read on, since it's today, yesterday. Because it's stationed, right? So when it's stationed, it's not as much energy. It's easier for you to, it's just everything lightens up. And then you will go back into the post shadow at the end of February. So why don't we do that today so we're not so heavily deep in the North Node unless I change my mind when I find this North Node information. Retrogrades. January 4th to February 3rd. I think we read on that one already, right? Because I wrote it on my piece of paper. So it must have been, I don't know what read that was. January 14th to February 3rd. Because we could also continue that one. Sexual attractions. This is Mars again. What I do with my love right here. Mars. There's my love. I don't know why I didn't do this at work. February 3rd. Mercury direct. Mercury 24. Cap 23. Mercury enters Aquarius. 14th. This is a good little chart too. So I'm just separating stuff right now. Oh, there we go. Stations. That's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I was looking for. The stations. 13 out of 61. That's 17 out of 61. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, this really got messed up. That's 19, 16, 17. Yeah, so that's the beginning of this. So I'm missing 15 pages here. This goes to 61. Oh, here's 13. So, and then 1 out of 61. So that really got messed up. All right. Now we're going into something new. 1 out of 61. What is this? Well, that's the overview. 20 out of 61. Okay, so now we're going to... There's my 1. I don't need you yet. I don't know how the fuck you got there. We probably did Mercury. We probably did a Mercury read. This card over here just kind of bounced. Look at that. Ace of Cups. You crazy bitch. That song's in my head big time. So it starts turning again January 18th. This is 21. All right, 13's out of place. Here's 19. These are all backwards. All right, that's fine. I'll fix that later. I just want to make sure it's grouped. This is all, okay, so this is Mars. Damn. Mars retrograde approximately 58 to 81 days every 2 years. I know that already kicked in. So these are all my stations. Saturn leaves retro January 20th. That's next year. I still can't find the node thing. Isn't that crazy? It said, I had a piece of paper that said South Node and North Node highlighted. And it's just gone. Although I didn't finish looking, so those are the eclipses. Pluto trine North Node, February 14th. That will go into the Capricorn too. What else is going into Capricorn? It's the Mercury and what else? So that's going to be some heavy energy coming in at us in the next couple of weeks. All right, sexual astrology. So this goes with this. And I can read on those dates too, like when, Venus goes into the Mars into Virgo, into Cancer. I'll have to do all that for you guys. That sounded interesting. That was 1 out of 13, right? Yeah. So that all goes there. And I already went through all these. Okay. It's so fucking crazy that, alright, here's all the sexual planet information. Let me just, I don't know how that one piece of paper just got lost. So crazy. That is so mind-blowing. Because that's what I wanted to start the read with. And it just like gone. Oh, my headache's back. So going back to the nodes, right? I'm going to have to find where these are stationed and then read on that particular, like if it's stationed for like 6 weeks in Aquarius, then that's when I'll do the areas of expansion. So let me write that down. This fell out again. It's like, stay put. So I need to look at the stations for areas of expansion. I'm going to go through this one more time. That north node, south node, and it has to be right here. How did that one piece of paper that triggered all of this go missing? I got the goosebumps. It's like, that makes zero fucking sense. I don't even understand. Okay. So now I'm going into Cafe Astrology on my other laptop that's dead. I haven't used this one forever. I don't even know how it opens anymore. I can't find the paper. Craziness. Yeah. I don't know if I remember the password for this. Don't do it, Courtney. Fuck. struggling. I gotta be careful with my back. All right. Why? What's the hold up here? Oh, all right. Well, good. 11:57 Friday, February 14th. So apparently we're up to date. I haven't used this in over a year. I'm a G. That's Caden for sure. I'm a G. I am a G. I'm a G. I forgot my password. Shit. I think it's Nuggets Boy. Hey, Caden. Boy. Hey, bud. Caden. What? I need your help. What's the password for... No, that's wrong. But I'm a G. Come here real quick. I think it's Nuggets Boy because all he did was eat nuggets when I bought this. And he broke something because of a chicken nugget. And I was like, and I was in the middle of setting up a password. So I was like, Nuggets Boy, what's this password? Nuggets Boy, what? 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 1999?
No.
Nuggets Boy. Nuggets with an S, right?
Yeah.
And then BOY? S?
1977.
My year date?
Yeah, your date.
Nuggets Boy.
It's really slow, though.
1977.
It takes a long time.
It's an old computer. This can't be that old.
No,
At least 15 years old,
it
though.
doesn't have a battery in it.
Or 13.
No.
Oh, is that why it goes slower?
Well, yeah.
Well, it's still plugged in. I don't understand.
Well, it's gonna run better. Battery in it. I don't know why you took it out.
Because it'll look something up, and I'm using this one.
No, the battery out of the computer.
It died, and they don't make that battery anymore
Oh,
for the
maybe you should
HP.
get a new laptop then.
Got this one.
Why do you even have that one?
Because I have stuff backed up on here. I never. Because you guys used it when you were younger. Bye. Fucking kid. They don't make the battery for this Dell computer anymore, HP. So, in order to use it, you got to keep it plugged in. So this is like what the kids used. It is taking a while. But I don't think this thing's been turned on in over a year. So I'm sure once I get it up, it will be fine. There's got to be something here that I saw. That one page that triggered everything is just like missing. So fucking weird. I was like, yeah. Someone's got to be fantasizing about you. And I just saw tubers, but it's turbulent. So I don't know if you're thinking about flowers. Fuck so good, you're on top of this. You crazy bitch. There's got to be fantasy going on. Living in a material, 'cause I am a material girl. All right, he was not kidding. Just was like, welcome. South Node, North Node. went through this prior, 4 times? South Node represents our over-delayed characteristic traits. We are talented here, but it's an overdue in this area of a life, and we tend to hold on to these traits to feel secure. So that's why people aren't clear on karma right now, because I've said that before plenty of times. They're holding on for emotional security or stability, okay? Which has got to be stagnant. So you're going to be facing your north and your south this year, stronger than ever before, though. This is why readers, you'll probably be finding readers that are reading on this. It's telling me to hold my crystal. Strange. I don't really ever do that. But I guess while I'm talking, I can. I'm a G. I'm gonna be rocking that good life, right? North Node pulls the qualities where we need to work on and develop and achieve our inner balance and fulfillment. Whoop, whoop. Computer screen's shifting. Hold on. This is, can you guys, I can't really see. It's just blank. I'm just like waiting for that to pop up. So, then North Node. Oh, my North Node is in Libra, so this is mine. So I'm not going to read you what I got to work on, but that was about the North Node. Now is the South, because that's the one we're about to pop into. It's North Node dash South Node. My North is in the 11th, so that means it's exactly across in the chart, because the North and the South, that's how you find it in your house. That's how you find out where your nodes are. It's directly across from the other one. But I saw, do I gotta do something to this computer? Hey, Kaden, do I gotta hit home? Home? What are we doing? Oh, hello. You're really just that slow, huh? All right. Are we really this slow? I can't even deal. I need dates. Come on. Come on. Is this really a thing right now? Oh. Application's not responding. The program might respond again if you wait. Do you want to end this process? Application. I didn't even turn anything on. Yeah, so cancel that. So someone didn't shut something down when they used the computer last, apparently. I feel like this is like a brand new computer. Remember when we used to get the old ones with the huge monitor, and we're like, yeah, and it's so fucking slow with the D, what is it? DUX, D, I don't even remember, like the first software for computers. Okay, do I got Chrome on here? Not DMX. Remember those old computers? D-Cell? No. Dell? No. We used to have like a buy time on the computer or something. D. Could have sworn it began with a D. I mean, what the fuck? Where's my Internet Explorer or Chrome or Google? Epic Games, Canon. Your mom? What the fuck? Oh, okay, search. All right, we're popping up. So, and it's not the AOL. DEL, is that what it is? D. I don't know, but whatever I'm thinking of is a D. Not a shortcut. I don't want to get into that. Search. Oh, my Mingya. All right, I'm going to do it on my phone. Fucking can't right now. I tried. He wasn't kidding when he said this is fucking slow. Okay. I had x-rays yesterday. I'm just writing a message to my doctor. Next step's going to have to be an MRI. Okay. Let me get out of that now. Yeah, this is no joke. All right, so Cafe Astrology. He wasn't fucking kidding. Cafe Astrology. Okay. I'm so not used to using this. I didn't want to use it on my phone. All right, menu. I need stations, planets, points, synergy. The sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. I need more. Planets and points. Okay. There's North Node. But I want to get into South Node. Seriously? Just North Node? Alright, so bring me into planetary aspects then, because North Node and South Nodes. The moon points directly to the opposite of each other in the natal. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Fucking headaches coming back. I can't with this. Fucking done with that. I can just go on the fucking garbage. Okay. Headaches coming back. Yeah, this is going to be some heavy transits for people. North Node represents the kinds of experience that we must develop in order to work out our karma, whether it's this lifetime, past life karma, and spiritually grow. The South Node represents those experiences and qualities that naturally come to us that are over delayed or we tend to fall back on. So that's why I feel like a lot of us already kind kind of are aware of our karma, to me, it's already kind of been shown, whether you're aware of it or not. So you're either going to get to the point where enough's enough and you're just like, fuck it, or you're just going to consistently repeat patterns. The South Node can be a point of underdoing unless we develop the North Node experiences and qualities. So this is like what we've been learning, okay? And I know we just stepped into the North Node, but prior to the North Node, we've been dealing with karma, okay? So it's undoing the experiences and qualities. Consciously working through our life lessons can bring increased happiness and fulfillment. So I wonder, instead of reading on the South Node, we start with the life lessons that I have here. Because if we overemphasize or fall back on the qualities of the South Node at the expense of developing our North Node, we may have a difficult time personally succeeding. Again, I am getting that same vibe, like they want me to just work on nodes, which is strange, but makes sense, right, guys? Because it's life lessons, it's every category of our life. So, because spiritual lessons is what we get through. That's the key to our happiness and fulfillment. And I've said that to you all the time. It's like, once you follow what your soul really wants and what makes you happy, okay? If you come up with all these different excuses, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, like, it's an excuse. I don't care what excuse it is. It's a fucking excuse. If you think you got to go alone, then go alone. To me, it's still a fucking excuse, guys. You know what I mean? Because it's a life lesson. So if you choose to wallow and you choose to be alone and you choose to do this and you choose to play victim or whatever it is, then fucking so be it. You won't ever be happy and fulfilled. Like, that's why I'm over that wave of like where we're at currently with energy, because it is like that. So many people, I wouldn't even call it denial. It's your own stubbornness and your own qualities and you not learning a life lesson after being tested and tested with opportunity and opportunity, and then you're just like, yeah, I'd rather just be alone and figure things, like, then that's on you. So yeah, see, because if you can't master your North Node, you're gonna be fucking tripping over your feet when we enter the fucking South Node. All right, this makes sense why they pulled me to this again. I'm trying to make sense of it in my head for you guys, though, on how they want me to teach this. I love when we share moments like this. Remember when I used to live in the condo, we used to do this sometimes late at night? I really want to light this candle. It's pulling me to the book too. So let me just see what it's trying to tell me. So the South Node is basically undoing what we've been doing with the North Node. And again, these just started, right? But it's because we're starting a new period. It's not like they haven't been there. So I'm telling you, in the last year, the last 6 months, it's been so strong where you should be and what you should be doing. So if you're choosing to be alone, you're choosing to stay at a job you don't like, you're choosing to stay in a partnership. You're choosing not to explore new things. You're choosing, you know what I'm saying? Then that's on you. You're not learning. And if you're not learning, you're not fucking evolving. It's that simple in my brain. So let me just write little notes down in my head, because apparently I might be just working with nodes for the next year or so. And each time we go into like a like next, what are we going into? We just stepped into Aquarius. And then what's next? Pisces? Yeah, fucking, and then Aries. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, fuck. They got me focusing on two different things. I feel like I got a split screen in my brain right now. Do not do that to me. Do not do that to me. I seriously just saw a split screen in my head. Like, they know better. The fuck? I need to print this fucking sheet out. Talk amongst yourselves. And the tough thing is, there's usually always somebody by your side while you're working on certain karma, whether it's a guy, a woman, a family member, even though it's your own karma. There's, like, if you think about it, there's always somebody there to show you, whether it's somebody in a couple days, you know what I'm saying, or it's somebody you're currently with that you shouldn't be with. Get it? This book is making a weird noise. It's driving me nuts. There we go. Okay. Classes in session. Areas of expansion. There's that. Okay. So okay. I'm gonna probably be quiet for a minute. Just trying to pick something up with my feet. Okay. You guys hear the snow? Well, the sleet on the window? See, I'm with zodiacs, planets, that type of stuff. I can tell you like everything that like certain stuff and houses, and I can like nodes I'm unfamiliar with. So I'm just writing like common key notes for me because apparently I'm going to be working with nodes, which is kind of cool because people don't understand how important these are. This is where everything fits into place if you think about it. Spiritual lessons, karma, I'm a healer, right? Certain things, it all stems from our nodes. So it actually makes sense. So it's the underdoings from the north. Can someone tell me when we start the south node, please, in Scorpio? I don't have the transits right in front of me. It's coming up though, right? It's gotta be. So they're gonna be overlapping. I can already tell you in my brain where shit's gonna be real heavy. That's so crazy. I should have been studying this for the last couple of weeks while laying in bed. I was just out cold. So they're both representing life lessons though, right? But like the karma. All right, see, again, I'm repeating myself. Like, how do they want me to teach this? So this is originally what I had out, right? This is what I want out. This is what I'm going to need. And then I got to find my stations. And once we figure out what we're going to read, I'll start fresh. Some people like watching this stuff. It's Pisces. So this is what we're going to need the most of when we start. I do need... Okay, here's all my stations. 13. So the north node of the moon in 2022, Gemini reverse Taurus, January 18th, and then it goes into Taurus, the north node. All right, where's the south node piece of paper? Okay, I don't want Uranus. Are you telling me out of all this, I have nothing on the south node, but I do on the north? Like, that's very strange to me. Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. February quarter. Those are the moons. Those are the lunar cycles. 2022 calendar. All right, let me just skip real quick. North node, January 1st. Well, it's square. January 1st to February something. See, remember on that piece of paper? I was like, what did we do? That's probably exactly what that was. To the 14th. Yes, okay. To the February 14th. And then Mercury enters Aquarius. South. North node is trying that. Oh, Spirit, you set me up for so much fucking work. Unbelievable. I just got the goosebumps. Fucking. Like, the way I process shit, it makes total sense because I don't even know if an astrologer would really process it the way I do because they're more about calculations. But I can already see in my brain what it's trying to tell us. which is the crazy thing. Why is it only talking about the north node? So do I just take where the north node is every single time and go directly across? Why are they setting me up to do something I know not much about? Thanks, Spirit. Thanks. Guys, but it makes total sense. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Tell us. I asked somebody if I've been looking when we go into the south. I can Google it in a minute. I just didn't know. Okay, so this only talks about, I had a card in there. Numbing. These cards are like, whatever. So, 2 out of 61. Okay, so that's basically, yeah, it only talks about the north node. Why is that? Yes, Claude, hello. So why is it only talking about the north node? So I'm trying to, like, a spirit trying to tell me every time the north node is in this, I just go directly across to the other zodiac? And then I'm going to have to place it that way, which makes sense because I have it broken down, right? Like, we got the body, the healing, the physical, we have the lessons, wishes. Oh, they set me up for so much work. That's what the map is that I'm seeing. I guarantee other people are not going to break things down the way I'm going to break it down with the dates. Oh, fuck. Guys, like, this is full-time fucking work. Spirit keeps overwhelming me. Like, I keep feeling like Spirit's like, take like a medical leave. You know what I mean? Like, take a medical leave. And then just relax, rest. So I don't know what's going on with the back. I do know it's my nerves. We did an x-ray of like the spine. There's no disc out of place. There's like a couple things, but nothing to worry about. So we now know it's nerves. I start physical therapy next week. I have to. I went, there's so much damage that it did to my leg. I'm still limping. And with the sciatica, there's 4 different types of nerves. He thinks it's linked to it, but I have like a pain like in between my pelvic bone and where my leg starts. And when I walk, it's like clicking and like rubbing together. And we only did the x-ray. He knew the x-ray probably wouldn't show anything, but in order to get an MRI, insurances are crazy. Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this first? Right? Yada, yada, yada. So we had to go through the process. In that particular, in that particular nerve that's in between right there, it spirals around the leg. Like certain, like the first one stops at the calf, so mine goes a little lower. It's just a shit show. But it's affecting my walking, and now my whole other right side is having so many like experiences of weird things happening because it's compensating for my limp on my left side. Like, I feel like a crippled, like the way I walk, like I have an injury, and it's like the injury is done. So in order to repair that nerve, I have to do physical therapy for two days a week. And I could be looking at maybe 6 months of physical therapy. So I walk normal again. How crazy is that? And if I was treated properly at the hospital, my doctor said, and trust me, I'm not thinking about lawsuit or anything like that, but if I was treated properly with the right type of medication and they didn't physically have me try to get the CAT scan and go from like get out of bed, like technically back pain, the way they treated me, like they could have paralyzed me if it was something besides a nerve or something. It's something, the way the doctor explained it. But if I had gotten the proper treatment and the proper pain medication, like ASAP, it instantly calms the nerve. So because myself, I stayed in bed for 24, 48 hours trying to like what my high threshold and solve it myself. You know what I'm saying? But because I was jolted around in certain stuff, the ambulance ride, we just had a big snowstorm, like that did more damage to my nerve than like anything, than just laying in bed. So if they treated me when it was at its peak, the way they should have, we don't know ifs and ands. Ifs and, trust me, I'm going to call the hospital and let them know my experience. I'm not trying to sue. I'm not that person, right? Worst comes to worst, I'll take a break from work and heal myself. I know I'm not going to be crippled the rest of my life. But that's how it works with nerves. So I know it's a guarantee I have to do at least 6 to 8 weeks of physical therapy to start. I'm not doing the chiropractor, but that's like right now, that's permanent. That's what the nerve damage did to me. He's like, Courtney, he's like, how did you stay in bed for almost 2 days in that pain? I was like, I don't know. I was so like incoherent, like in so much pain, like I don't even know. He's like, don't ever do that again. I was like, okay. So me alone allowed myself to, because I just didn't want to be a baby and go to the hospital. And I knew the day before my dad called the ambulance, I should have went to the hospital. But I didn't want to worry them. It's whatever. But like, that's what, like when I was sitting here, like spirit keeps bringing me to like, I'd rather get up and work though. I can't stay home again and exercise normal. You know what I mean? So I don't know what I'm going to end up doing. I don't know. I got to wait until the results of that MRI. I'd rather work. But it keeps pulling me to like this. Like this is full time. You know? Maybe I'm so stubborn, spirit's laying me out without even realizing it. When I tell you guys all this stuff all the time. You know what I mean? Honestly, that's how that shit works. So, there's that. I don't know. I won't even make that decision for a few weeks, though. Anyway. So I got sidetracked. Oh, yeah. So it's not telling me anything about south. But these are the transits. So if we start, I'm trying to figure out which one do we start with. So these are the ingressions. What are these? That's moon. Okay, we don't want the moon cycles. We want, again, Courtney, it's not good for me to just sit either, but it's not good for me to overdo it. And I asked him, you know, should I walk and do this? And he's like, no, not really. Like, there's nothing right now besides these little baby exercises that I can do so I don't cause more damage. Like, damage is done, but apparently it's a nerve. So I can do more damage, even like climbing up the stairs certain ways. I've been using the elevator up and down all week to go into work. It is crazy, guys. Like, and that feeling of the rubbing, whatever's going on with the hip, whatever that is It's either a muscle, a tendon, or a nerve, because it didn't show anything on the x-ray. I'm just shocked. And it just shocks me, though, how precious life is, too, right? Like, I don't know if I would have let the pain go even longer or certain things, because whatever they gave me in the ambulance is what triggered it to kind of stop. And then it gets bad again for like a few hours. And that's kind of how it worked. But, like when I'm reading up on this particular nerve, he thinks it is, like it's crippling. Like if you don't look into it ASAP, like it's crippling. It's also linked, that nerve is linked to my spine. And it's part of the nervous system. So if you don't fix it, it can actually fuck with your head. Like this is how severe this is. And I thought it was just like a fucking backache, guys. Like how crazy is that? I feel like Spirit's definitely trying to lay me out right now. Because I keep saying for the last year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I haven't managed to do it. You know what I mean? Like when he just showed me 2 screens, I was like, I can't do that. Why are you showing me that? You know what I mean? Not meaning like 2 screens there, but just like physically in my head. So, I don't know. I'll make the decision though in the next month or so for sure. Because I don't want to be, the way I'm walking now, it's already crippled. Now I have to fix it. Now I have to repair it. So I'm just glad it had nothing to do with my disc. Well, nerve damage is a lot worse than a disc damage. But that's what I'm saying. That's good because I don't want to go to a chiropractor. But physical therapy, man. I'm still like in shock. I'm still baffled. I can't wrap my head around it. The doctor, though, I got an email. He looked young. I meant to look at him again. Like my therapist. Let's see how young he is. Let's get a look at him. Here's my first appointment. It sounds so crazy, rehab. I can't even wrap my head around it, guys. That's not the one I saw. He's young too. He's bald with a goatee. This one. He's young. Yeah. Oh, that's the eval. Okay, so that other dude is going to be my therapist. At least the vibe I got from him, though. Oh, I'll probably like him. He's got a good vibe. So, all right, that makes me feel a little better. I get a good vibe from him. So he'll actually be the PT. Theodore. I can't wait to fuck with him. He's going to be like, I'm Theo. I'm going to be like, nope, you're Theodore. Theodore. Oh, Theodore. He looks like I can fuck with him. Like in a fun way. Like not like in a sexual way, like a fun way. Looks like it'd be fun. So yeah, I can't even fucking wrap my head around it, guys. But I just was like sitting here like this, I think, and I was like, man, it's like medical leave, and it's like, fuck, man, I'm not gonna at least do that for a month if I do that. I got to figure out exercises, what I can do at home if I'm going to stay home. It's just so crazy that I can do more damage by even like not thinking about it, because your body, I'm like nervous right now. My whole body's shaking. Very weird. It's like, even because I get up quickly sometimes, and I almost fell the other day. And it wasn't because my leg was numb. It's because, and I do feel stronger, but it's the nerve damage. So it's like, my brain isn't telling me there's nerve damage right now, because this nerve is linked to my brain. Like, this is how crazy this is. Like, I got to stop talking about it, because I still haven't processed what's happening to me. I know I'll be all right, guys. It's just, it's a lot to process. Okay. So it's not talking about the North Node. I just figured that out. I figured that out already, right? This is where I got stuck. So I'm going to have to find out by stations. That's where I started over here, and I got sidetracked. Stations of expansion. So say, here's February. So I need a highlighter. I just got dizzy. Wow. Holy shit, this is an old school highlighter. This had to have been my dad's or my brother's. This is like old school welding, dirty. Wow, still works, nice and fucking bright. I don't even think they make them like this anymore. All right, so we're going to look at February, because we're going to start in a minute. So February, and then it stops there. I need a different highlighter. So if we start in February, who's more? These are the ingressions. I'm going to have to look by the moon too. So Aquarius twice, Gemini once, Aries once, Pisces once. The majority of it is of Aquarius, though, because of obviously the moon signs. So I'm going to have to take like 4 different, I got to take all the planets. I got to write this down. This is what it's asking me to do. I'm going to have to take all the planets. I'm going to have to take the moon cycles. I'm going to have to take the ingressions too. And I'm going to physically have to find out within that section. I'm also going to have to break this down in months or weeks is what they're asking me to do in that 18th month period. Within 18 months. Planets, moon cycles, and ingressions. What else do we have here? And that's Saturn, Pisces. Okay, so that's the planets. Wow, I'm going to have to figure out those dates too. So it's 1 out of 61 pages, so I'll be able to place it. I can't do that right now. But I wonder if I can incorporate love, business, and health in the same read like I've been doing, or if it needs to be different, because those are going to have to be different reads. Okay. So, all right. Why are these out? Oh, because I got to figure out which one I'm starting with first, right? But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Right this second without knowing exactly certain things. We're still going to do a peeking into self, though. which I want to say is what? January 18th. Okay. I'm pretty sure I screenshotted this the other day. All right. It is the 18th. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Wow, that's 1818. This begins on the 18th of 2022 and will continue for 18 months. That's a sign right there too. So I'm going to look up 1818 for you in a second. It will go to July 2023. You're going to want to definitely go in and look at your birth chart too. So I'm going to have to teach you how to do that. Because if I'm going to be focused on nodes, then I'm going to have to teach you to pull that 11-page cycle for yourselves. It's the only way this is going to work. I feel like I'm teaching. Well, I am teaching, but I'm a healer. So I guess we're going to be healing ourselves as we learn, which would make sense if we're expanding ourselves spiritually. Because we've learned lessons. And I'm always saying, you should know this lesson by now, right? This is all making sense to me now. It's all coming back to me now. That's like past life. All right. All right, Spirit, I get it. I'll probably forget it, but I get it. You find your destiny, which is a self node, by looking in your birth chart and circling your north node. You're circling your true node or your north node. It depends on what type of chart you're looking at, which my chart's in there, but I also broke out the book, okay? Okay. Where are my other notes on that piece of paper? Fuck. I'm going to do the 1818 for you. So I'm going to have to teach. Okay. So it's destiny, right? Destined. Destined and fated are different too. I feel like I got to do a different class on that too. Destined, D-E-S. For a minute, I didn't even know how to spell it. D-E-S. Destined and fated. I have to do a class on that. Look, I always said quartz class. I guess now we're going to have classes. Cool beans. I'm going to have to talk about that. Let's see what else I did. South node in your birth chart denotes the challenges. We already talked about that, right? That we should already know because we started the north node. Even we went into the north node. We've been talking about past life and certain stuff with karma. Oh, that's because of where Saturn and Jupiter are. Oh man, here we go again with the fucking map. Because these are challenges you should have already learned. You should have already overcome. I already wrote that down. Where am I going with this? So it's going to bring up a lot of the past. So you're going to be dealing with your current past, your past in general. See how overwhelming this is going to be for you and for us? Because we're going to be dealing with past life. We're going to be dealing with lessons. We're going to be dealing with the current past, your own past, your childhood trauma. This is like, holy fuck. This is why I can see how it's, oh my God, how the fuck are they going to have me break that down? I'm going to have to break that down by the planets. I keep saying the same thing. I wrote that down already. Don't worry. I wrote that down. I think I did. Yep. Right? Where'd it go? Oh my God, where'd it go? Oh, it's on that piece of paper. Okay. I got to keep this all together. All right. They're overwhelming me right now. Oh, that's the class I wanted to do. Class. That's just a topic to talk about. And you guys can mention your own topics when this is done and like you rewatch, if some of you guys are even going to rewatch. Majority of you are just like on listening to me. Yeah, because it's South Node, it's themes of the past history, right? Which is karma, of our current lives and the lives that came before this one, which is karma, for those who believe in reincarnation. So I should probably do a class on reincarnation too. Growing up, I really wanted to be a teacher too. I'm just like, no, yep, yeah, I'm doing it, but I gotta learn my own shit. The fuck, man. Apparently, I've done this in the past life. I knew I was an astrologer in the past life. This actually makes total sense why it's coming in now. See how everything meshes? Because if we're going to get into the South Node, that's past history, past lives, that's current lives, that's reincarnation. Fuck, man. Oh my God. All right, I got to stop thinking about that. I keep going back to the same place and it gets overwhelming. Because I feel like with the South Node, it's going to be easier to like get into stuff. It's not going to be as hard as you think. So it's not going to be as like clusterfucked as I am right now. It's me just trying to place how they want me to place it. So technically, that's why we have to do the North Node, because that's lessons and growth. So I feel like every couple weeks I'm going to be switching back and forth between South and North. I think. Let me just write it down because that's what I'm picking up on. Challenges. And And when it comes to overcoming these challenges and what you've already learned from the South Node in the last 6 months, the North Node, that's where people are stuck because they don't want to leave the past behind. Like they're still clinging to security and safety. But that's not my problem. If you can't step out of something, where I go next is not going to be able to help you. If you can't be open-minded, it's not going to be able to help you. If you don't want to expand your life, I'm not going to be able to help you. Thank God. And I don't mean it like that. I'm so over that shit that people are just like, I don't need nobody. I don't need this. I'm so over that. This is something I screenshotted the other day. And here's the website. I was going to say, I really like this page. I'm going to write it down. Because I meant to share the link to myself on my cell phone. Page ended up coming in. So I screenshotted it. Okay, so let's go back to this. Because this is going to be interesting. Because it's by Elizabeth McKinley. Talks about North Node and South Node. Because this is South Node astrology and past life karma, which is the South Node. So if you guys want to know which website this is, it is OUIWEGIRL.com. Actually, I'll just write that link. I'll write myself when this video is over. I'll put that link below. Put down this link. OUIWEGIRL.com link for YouTube. I seriously still see myself having a camera on me 12 hours a day, though. It's the craziest thing. And I still see myself, like, traveling with a cameraman or a camera woman and going to, like, all these places and educating and just having fun. Which is probably what I'll do more than, like... But see, I'm so natural in front of the camera. Like, I can do this for hours with you guys, and some people will watch it. It's, like, entertaining, and then others will be like, where's the reading? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like even this video alone, even though when I shut this off, stretch, and then come back and do a read, like, I like little videos like this sometimes. Like, I forget what I was going to say, but it doesn't faze me. Get what I'm saying? Like, it's still educational. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's just because I'm comfortable in front of the camera. It's probably why I picture things like that. But ultimately, I want to go places. But we always knew I was going to do this. Because I'm not tech savvy. I need a tech savvy person, buy a really good camera, 2 of us travel, and go there for like 2 weeks and then document it all on YouTube. Everybody, this is how you make money, guys. Because people are going to want to watch these videos, or people who are going to travel. Like, here's the top 5 places I went that you might be interested in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I need someone tech savvy to do it. And do that like every couple months, or at least maybe like 3 times, or at least 4 times a year. I'd like to do that. It's going to be cool. I still really plan on doing that. I really do. Because, you know, I can't even imagine what a paycheck would be with 1 million views of a video. Like, the people are making money like this, guys. I'm not trying to keep this secret from you. You just got to be like, it's got to be meant for you, or you got to be good at it, or camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that's probably just meant for you. If you just go and try to make fast money like that because all these people are doing it, then you got to do it a different way by promoting in marketing people's products and shit like that. Like, but if you got passion in it, like me, you know what I mean? Like, it will work for you. I just got sidetracked. Oh yeah. So I'll paste that link below. So basically, that makes sense now. I can see the wheel. Because when the North Node is shifting in transit, when the planets are transitioning, and that makes sense. The opposite will be a South Node. And that's how I'll be able to pinpoint what house we're working in. Because the South Node is the exact opposite of the zodiac sign where the North Node is, guys. That's how you find it. Okay. So, and it's supposed to reveal gifts that you bring into this lifetime. And we've been talking about this. It's like your sweet spot, right? But you got to know how to get out of your comfort zone too. So I'm surprised there's not more people that talk about this, actually. And I've said this before, I'm not worried about people stealing my ideas. It won't last if people are going to snag people's ideas. You know what I mean? Because your own created brain makes you what you are and how you teach and how you do things. So, because a lot of people always say, be careful what you say. And it's like, I don't need to. I get what you're saying and I appreciate you guys having my back, but I don't worry about that. Like with certain videos that I used to talk about, yeah. Right? Because it's my things that I know work. And I still have those videos that are actually on that computer. So I can't throw that away yet. That I could sell. That's a whole nother, I'm not trying to do that. That was just a past thought. Something I must have did in my past life. I can go so many directions. I still want to do cards too, guys. There's no question. Oh, and remember that exactly what I was talking about? She finished the deck. So now I have owner rights to the photos. I just need to find a company now to print them. So I'm super excited. All right. So again, just remember the South Node is the opposite of the North. Well, that's more something I need to know. Makes sense why these are all North Node. All right. I'm getting it now. Now I'm getting it. I don't know anything about North Node, South Node. I know it's like the path you walk, but I didn't realize the extent of it. When I got into this, it's like my brain and everything, like I just said, it's more planets and moon cycles. So Spirit's like, we're just going to expand that. And it keeps saying true node. I know a little about that, but I don't know enough about that either. So I'm going to have to look into that. Let me write that down. And actually, I don't know much about it at all. I mean, it's a familiar name to me. I just have never looked into it. Yep. See now, okay, now it's making sense to me. So the map in my head is not that big. Just looked overwhelming at first. I love when we learn together like this. And whatever you pick up on too, I'm telling you right now, like whatever, it's like your sweet spot. How I said, like, don't panic going into the South and the opposite, because this is something initially you're going to be good at all areas in your life with certain stuff when you begin the path and you start to expand. Get what I'm saying? because you've already done it. That's why astrology, for some reason in my head, when it comes to planets and certain stuff, makes so much sense to me. I've already done it. In a past life, I guarantee I wasn't focused on nodes, because the South node promotes expansion. See how I'm expanding? Which is probably will come a lot easier than I think it will. So it's nothing to get like your panties in a bunch over. You know what I mean? But you had to have learned stuff too along the way with the South node, because you're learning from your North node. So when you start picking up on things is how you can really relate to your South node. Oh, all right, Courtney, you're getting fucking smarter and smarter. Okay, that's all I have screenshotted. Okay, so now go into the book. Okay, let's go into the book real quick. It's the best $10 I ever spent. It's better than a dime sack. Remember dime sacks? Ball sacks, dime sacks. Power of Zero. Visualization. There's like my own notes. I don't know what that's about. Okay, let me see. Let's start with the North node. Oh, the pages are falling out. That's not cool. Where's your Neptune? This thing will have you find everything. It's probably even better than, it's just like your life path. That's how they find all your information, but you can find, I can't get into that right now. It's the best $10 you ever spend though, guys. I literally think it was $20. Okay? $20. $20. Wait, actually, I got it for $13.96. Something just told me to go to Barnes & Noble. I passed the Barnes & Noble the other day, too. I like the card there. Only astrology book you ever need. I thought I got this on Amazon. Apparently, I didn't. And that's not a Barnes & Noble sticker. Oh, I could have got it in that store. I forget what the name of that store is. Salem. Anywho, it's on Google. It's on Amazon. Okay. It says $19.95 on the back for Amazon, the new edition. All right, so let me just focus. Because, this is how crazy this book is. I keep getting sidetracked. But you find your year you were born. This goes back, I think, a century, and then a century before us. So there's 300 years to choose from. So that's degrees north. I don't need that. Look I can go into 2069 right now, and where the planets and all that are going to be. I wonder how accurate that is with everything shifting now. Because they're doing it based off of, I meant to text somebody about the stock thing that came to my brain the other day. I feel like I might go in that area too. No. It's more business. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay. So in 2026, now we got all the 1900s. So it starts at 1900s. I thought it was 1800s. And it goes to, another century, 2100. So I thought it started at the 18. So when you buy it, so I have the new edition. So that makes sense why I got the 19 and then the 2000s. Like January 20th, 1900 or 1901, moon was in Aquarius. It tells you where everything was. It's so crazy. Tells you where the sun was. And like how to read shit. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's astrology table for that year. So the new edition, it's that. Okay, so if you buy the older edition, well, why would you want the older edition, right? I don't know. I wonder if there's a new edition because of, well, just because they're gonna change zodiac signs, guys, doesn't mean that will be positioned any differently now that I think about it. So I don't even need to Google that. I know a lot of people are bent out of shape that are doing that, but in all reality, I think it's brilliant. It's going to be better off for your children and your children's children because planets and things do shift. So if it's shifted over the last 50 years where it's typically stationed, and it's even if it's only a few degrees, it makes it different in a birth chart. So don't get your panties in a bunch over them considering doing that, because I think that's actually great. It's not going to change yours. It's not going to change the people are like, oh my God, am I now going to be a Pisces if I was an Aries? No, you still are what you are because those planets were there. They've just noticed this shift in the last year or two. So if they were just born like a year or two, I can almost guarantee would probably want to see what the cusp sign is. It might be a little more difficult for them to pinpoint, but so just don't get your panties in a bunch. All right, so let me go back. I keep getting sidetracked. My brain just likes the doo-doo-doo. It's got to be something with nodes. MNNOP. This is a lot of work for astrologer. Like, could just say right now, right? Like, if we're in Neptune, but your Neptune's in the second house, then from there you can read all about that transition. But I guess if it was more than like 8 days or something, right? God, it's so crazy where astrologers can take stuff. Oh, my back is burning. Nodes. Come on. What do you mean? What? Huh? Okay. I'm in the index. There's no way there's not a topic on here with North Node. Oh, that cold feels good on my back right now. Neptune, the Lion, the natal chart, NASA, Nero, Notice, Nile River, now 9th house. So I'm going to have to look at it. Nodes. Here we go. Nodes. Damn. North Node, South Node. And we got Notre Dame in this book too. I wonder what that's about. This book is so fucking cool, guys. Notice how the Nile River was in there too. Anything that's like linked to like old, I'm not gonna say spiritual, but like things that we hear first, or like, how do I explain it? It makes sense in my brain, but I don't know how to break it down. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. I just want to look up Notre Dame real quick because that's cool. I can teach you guys how to use this book too if you end up getting it. We can do a class just for that. and book it like a month out. You know what I mean? And we can do a big Zoom thing and we can all kibitz. That's fun too. See, my brain's thinking. Let me write that down. For those who buy the book. Where's my classes? All right, Destined, Fate, Reincarnation, True Node, and then classes on what, right? This book, and we can break things down. I'll show you how to break this book down. Book class. Zoom. How many people can you have in a Zoom meeting at once? About to find out for you guys. How many people can you have in a Zoom meeting at one time? 100. That's exciting, right? And I can actually do a Zoom meeting like that too. How to find, how to step by step on how to break down cafe astrology too. Because that, it becomes overwhelming. Because I keep telling you guys, yeah, seeing my brain saying like do a webinar. Is that what a webinar? A webinar? A webinar? I don't even know what that is. A webinar? Like with this book, I'd probably charge to do like this class, right? But breaking down cafe astrology, I would just do that for free. I'll probably like set like 3 classes up for those who really want to get into it, if there's that many people. You know what I'm saying? Because it can be overwhelming going into that website, because you got to click on like 5 different things to even get to that one thing before you can get to the next thing. It took me almost a year to figure out how to work that website. And they say it's the easiest website to use. It's not. It's not. Is that what a webinar is? Am I even saying it right? A webinar? I feel like I'm not even saying it right. Okay. It's pulling me like a seminar, but there's got to be a webinar. I don't know. All right, let me go to Notre Dame. Nancy Reagan consulted a personal astrologer. I will tell you with this book, it's kind of cool too. This is why I was like, we'll probably have to do a Zoom thing, because like when it breaks down someone, it breaks down like someone famous and like their chart for like the example. You know what I mean? Like, so Nancy Reagan, the first lady, was born yada yada. So it breaks it down. So Nancy was born here. This is where Nancy's thing was. You know what I'm saying? So yada yada. Reagan defaulted. There's supposed to be something with Notre Dame here. Reagan defaulted herself, saying she sought support from counsel on an astrologer who it was all confident. And these are all based on true facts too. Near brutal brush with the assassination of the bullet of the 1981. So maybe Notre Dame has told her that this might happen. Or she broke it down herself through astrology, which you can do. You know, if you have a good year, a bad year, you can even know through astrology if you have like a near-death experience. Like, it's so cool, guys. It really, really is. This book, I'm telling you, it's the best book ever. So once I start to feel a little better, Oprah, is in the book of an exit. Yeah, she is in this book. Oh, you have the book too, Amy, right? Isn't it freaking awesome? So we'll do like a little Zoom thing. It's pretty cool. But they said Notre Dame was right here. Let me just double check. I don't like that those little pages are falling out. Notre Dame. Yeah, 379 and 380. Oh, I was on the wrong page. The infamous Emperor Nero believed the stars firmly waited for his astrologer friends to tell him before claiming it himself, before claiming emperor. There's so much history in this book, guys. It's crazy. Just trying to find Notre Dame. The Roman era Christianity became widespread. Astrology kicked in, but they thought it was the devil's work. This is the very beginning of everything. St. Augustine, for those with the early church. His name's got to be mentioned on this page. There should be like a seminar in college just on this book. It's funny because remember I used to say to you I can picture myself going to like colleges and doing like seminars. Because remember I told you I had like a couple friends of friends. They're the president of certain colleges, like my aunt, the president of that college is what college is that? It's not Harvard. Is it Boston University? I don't think it's Boston University. MIT maybe. He told me I can do a seminar there ahead of time if I give him a heads up. And this was years ago when I was just like talking to him because he comes over around Easter time I see him. He comes over and he's like so fascinated with like stuff I do and like when I talk about certain stuff and like lessons and because I can't tell you, like I've seen myself on the podium, like I've seen myself on stage. It's clearly got to be past life, right? But like doing it like free of charge, you know? So like if I can book a date with him, this is the topic, I'll get the flyers out. See what I'm saying? So, but now they're like, you can do webinars. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. So maybe I'll start doing webinars. God, is it just me? Am I saying it wrong? A webinar? What's a webinar? Software created for virtual webinars. Am I saying that wrong? Or does it just sound really funny? Or is it my accent? Yeah, like you can register for it. You probably get a lot more people there. I have to find out what websites these are using. I gotta pee. A webinar. Webcast, web meetings. Which is way different than a podcast. Because I felt like I was going to go into that. And I'm like, I don't need to actually even go into that because I use you guys like that. And I don't mean like use you guys, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I know they do all that now with like COVID, like even like counseling sessions. And I think that's great. I am saying it right. Okay. A webinar. It sounds so funny coming out of my mouth. Maybe I'll start doing that. I love when we learn together like this, guys. I do. All right, I'm halfway through this. Notre Dame has to be named here. By the time of the Renaissance, astrology was full bloom. Catholic popes now used astrology to the matter of course, mapping things. No shit. That's what I'm saying. Take that shit back. That's what I was getting into when I was talking about the stocks. Starting to use astrology, smart little fucking cookies. But I want to break it down a different way. I would literally have to go. I'm so sidetracked. See, I don't think I ever go that route though. It's so much work. Because then I'd have to like analyze all their profit and loss for years. But it's ironic that I know how to do that though from the companies I work at. See what I'm saying? Oh, coming back to me now. I know I can do it. Just wouldn't make sense if I went into that. I don't know. It's still helping, right? It's just not with cards. Let's see where this takes me. This path takes me. Maybe I'll end up doing webinars. Who knows? Finances, love, you know, who the fuck knows? I don't know what the Parliament later acquitted, 17th century. All right, it says it starts there, and I didn't see his name once there. So is this just something he predicted? I just got deja vu, like I've done this before and I couldn't find it. Oh, here it is. Nazi leaders uses astrology. Wow. Smart fucking cookies way back. Why did people stop doing this? Like, where did this get lost? Somewhere down the line. Like, it's such a disappointment. That's why I say, like, tarot card readers, it's like abusing. It just, I don't know how this got lost down the line like that. It's such a shame. Earl Ernest Kraft, who translated and reinterpreted the predictions of Nostradamus in ways seemed to favor the Nazis. Kraft fell from grace under Rudolf Hess's definition. It just was like Rudolph reindeer, and I was like, no, it's not said that way. Rudolph. Nazis blamed astrology for Hess's defection. Kraft died at the concentration camp. In the 1960s is when it became, it wasn't as popular as like the other generations. I just got extra, read all about it. But I thought that was like before the 60s. I thought it was more like 20s, 30s. But maybe not. Because remember I always say, guys, extra, read all about it. I just picked up on that right there. It's around the time of the war. All right, this is my own research. All right, I'm going to go pee. Let me just get to the first page of the North Node. Oh, man, that just came out of the book. That's a bummer. Man. Where's your Pluto? Okay, I can't do that right now. Oh, right at the back, North Node. Okay. Let me take a picture of it so I can stop with the back of the book. It even shows like something about the lunar calendar. Oh, I'll be able to place that myself. That's too much work. There's got to be a website that has that already. Okay, so we're starting on 347. Alana's moon is not in Pisces. Her moon's in Libra. Why'd I put Alana? Yeah, because Mia's a Libra. She's right on the cusp with Alana. They're both October. Mia's the 27th. Alana's the 19th. No, Alana's the 27th. Mia's the 19th. She's a Libra with the Scorpio moon. And Alana is a Scorpio sun. I thought with the Leo moon. I mean, Scorpio sun with a Libra because they're the opposite. But I bet you it's her ascending. So she's actually a Pisces moon. I got distracted again. I have so many notes in this thing. I'm sorry. All right. Where's the head of the tail of your dragon? North node, first house. North node, second house. North node, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. See, this is why it sent me to this book. 6 of them are north node. The other 6 are south. This is why I got sent to this book. Because I said that in my head. How do you break it down? That's cool. All right, let me pee. Everybody get up and stretch. Oh my God, my legs. Oh, fuck. Stiff. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. I don't know. It smells like something's coming out of the bathroom. Let me just finish up YouTube and we'll figure it out. What time is it? No. Is it even noon yet? It's almost 2 o'clock? Wow. Well, do you eat anything besides the waffles? You can make a sandwich. You can make a sandwich. What?
I can't go up.
Why?
I have to get dressed if I want to go back up.
Oh, put a shirt on then.
I said I didn't want to.
Oh, Jesus. Can you don't just okay. It's almost 2 o'clock, guys. Like what? Really? Really? I like barely drank any coffee. Okay. Is it really almost 2 o'clock? Wow. Okay. All right. I didn't even eat today. All right. Okay. We'll do like this for like 5-10 more minutes, 15. And then I'll take a little break and then I'll come back and do the reading after. So, it's 2 lunar nodes, which is north and south. These are not planets, but they're placed to speak of positive qualities that develop the negative qualities to release, which we already figured that out. The north node is called the dragon's head. The south node is called its tail, symbolizing celestial dragon in a person's life. Head first carries positive qualities to work with you, while the tail is negative qualities. The north node again denotes qualities, expansion, gifts, you like purpose, and stuff that you need to master. North node is located in the house opposite of the north. Negative behavior to release and your destructive patterns to let go, which is what I feel like we've been stuck in forever, and it's driving me ape shit. The following list is the placement of the node meanings. So it's by house. So yeah, my brain told me that too with the planets. It's a confirmation. There's no way I didn't do this in another life, because I wouldn't even know how I'd fucking know that. But this is another reason why you have to know. This is another reason why I need you to go to Cafe Astrology for those who really want to learn, for you to really know what's going on in my readings. Because you're going to want to know which house is which, like where your houses are, which I think a majority of you know. But I think a majority of you really just know the basic, which is okay. This is how tarot should have been taught and continue to be taught. Like the way it is now, this is why it's like so disappointing to me. This makes sense and why I had to figure out where the planets and stations are. This was the map I saw in my head. And that's where I kept getting the 6 from, because it's 6 and 6. Okay. So I also got to base the readings on where you're at in life. This is so much fucking work. So I can actually teach you what's next. What the fuck, man? For example, talking about the nodes. Oprah Winfrey's chart, the North Node, which is Dragon's Head, is in her first house, which indicates she came into this life with a strong personality and with certain gifts of courage, pluck, and charisma. Her tasks were to express her power of self and not be afraid of any of her ambitious natures. With her South Node in the 7th house, she needed to stop trying so hard to please and to be trustworthy in her relationships that keep from the competitiveness of her partnerships, and to learn how to make indefinite decisions, which makes sense if we now know her life and certain stuff. Now we've watched her for all these years. This is why charts are so important, guys. Your entire chart can help you get through your entire life. I can't express that enough. It really does work that way. Like, I don't even do it. But if I was to like take an hour once a month to see where my placements are and what my challenges might be that month, so when I'm faced with it, therefore I'm going to know how to approach it. It seems like a lot of work. It's not, though, once you start to figure things out. But that's why I'm saying, like, you utilize these tools that are free to you, you know, which makes sense. And it makes sense that she would be a TV host and do this and that, and the powers and the gifts. You see what I'm saying? Most of our karma is with relationships, and she's had little trouble here and there with relationships and certain things. And it makes so much sense when we can actually take a figure like that, that's a lot, everybody knows. And if you watch her in the last 20 years, 30 years of what she's done, where she started, and where she's gone, and then you go to her chart, it's like, bam, it's dead on. And this is where we're going to start experiencing, because if we got out of that 8 to 10 year cycle, this is where all of us are going to start experiencing, what do we do next? Whether it's developing your spirituality, and that's new to you, whether it's a new career path, whether it's a new relationship, it's going to be something new, whether you like it or not. Well, some choose to stay stuck in the mud, but that's on them. I'm done reading that shit. So there was a couple different pages. Let me go to the next one. I screenshotted it. And then 4:15. The 2 points that orbit the moon, the eclipses, the sun of the path. Nodes refer to the moon's nodes, which are called the lunar nodes. True node is your ascending node. North node is descending. But that's like the moon and the eclipses. This breaks down to your birth chart, so it doesn't make much sense for me to discuss this part. Okay. See, my brain is doing it old school way, when you can just jump on a computer these days. So I don't know why Spirit's showing me that. That just pulled me to the part of the fortune. Remember, I was talking to you guys years ago about my life path in there, and how you can, before cards came along, they used numbers and letters, and you did like a pyramid. And I said to you guys I wanted to teach you that, and I never did, and that was 2 years ago. Gotta love Mercury. It's like using that graft, you don't even need to go to a psychic. You can do it yourself. You don't even need tarot cards. It's the craziest thing. I've messed with it so many times. It's phenomenal. I forget what it's called. I know it's a pyramid. I just forget. Is it? Because you write down the question, and then you count. You count certain. There's a way to do it, but it's not that hard. I can do a class on that. Because you don't need anything except for a notebook and a pen. All right. So now I'm going to just kind of process all this. This has to do with your birth chart. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to figure out what to feed him. I'm going to get up and stretch. I guess I'm going to dump this and start chugging water. Because my body is weak. I got to be able to break this down in a more simpler way. It's got to be what it is. That's why they're showing me this. Because all the astrology teachers out there like that, like, they're going to teach you what all of it means. But, like, unless you plan on being an astrologer or even doing an astrology class, it's still overwhelming. It's just teaching you how to read your chart. And you can't go to a friend like, well, where's this in your chart? Because they don't know. Get what I'm saying? So there's got to be an easier way to break this down. As I think is where they're going with me. Because I'm taking it back old school, which makes so much sense. I feel like it got complicated. Like it didn't need to get complicated over the years. Get what I'm saying? I know they discover more, but somewhere down the line it got real fucking complicated and there was no fucking need for it. Maybe it just expanded businesses or people or careers. I don't know. But then that boils down to money. So all right. I'll be back. Oh, thank you. All right, my back is getting numb and burning. I'll be back in a little while. I gotta eat, stretch. Then we'll do a read. I still don't know what I'm gonna read on though. It'll take me hours to start doing all the placements and where I gotta look. I think what we're gonna do is just kind of like, I don't know, just pull me to just major arcana, which is strange. I don't know. I gotta process all this. Why would it just pull me to major arcana, though? Get what I mean? Okay, I'm getting nauseous again. I love you guys. I'll see you in a little while. Let's say within an hour or so. Hour tops. Something like that. Oh, I just took it off my head and I'm putting it back on my head. I'll be back. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do a simple read today. Oh, we have been on for 3 hours. Oops. All right. I'll be back in a little while. I love you guys.